Hello, hello, hello. It is officially New Year's Eve 2024. It is December 31st, 2024. And if you have been around on the channel, then you know what that means. That means today is the day that I make my vision board for 2025. This is probably one of my favorite of the self-help personal growth little tasks that they tell you to do. This is probably my favorite one and the one that I look forward to the most and stick to every single year. So if you haven't seen my previous vision board videos, I will link them in the description. But I think it's really fun to be able to kind of go back and look on kind of what you wanted in previous years and kind of see how your priorities have shifted and maybe what you want has changed. I think that's really cool. I also just think it's a really good moment of intention. You know, I think so many people kind of laugh off the idea of a vision board because they think that you make it and then you just kind of never look at it again in the rest of the year. But one, for me, I personally have my vision board. I always have. I have it front and center in my face at all times. So it pretty much always lives above my desk where I look at it pretty much every single day. So I be sure to keep it in front of my face. I do like to look at it. I do like to kind of remind myself maybe when I'm feeling a little stuck or uninspired, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I just think it's probably one of my favorite things to do on New Year's Eve because it really is a moment of intentionality. You know, New Year's Eve can be wild and crazy and fun, and it, really can bring on this sense of invigoration for the new year and wanting to do better for yourself. And I just think that this is such a good exercise for taking a moment and actually thinking about where you're at in your life, where you want to go, and how you're going to get there. And that's kind of what this exercise is for me. So I love it so much. Again, if you haven't seen my previous vision board videos, I highly recommend watching them. I go back and rewatch them every year, and I just think it's so entertaining because while the general gist and direction that I want to go is primarily the same in my life, kind of what I'm prioritizing and what's important to me is ever changing, and I think that that's really interesting to watch as I get older. So be sure to check out those in the description. Also, when I moved from Chicago, as we've talked about a million times, I had to sell literally my entire life, which means that I did not have room for the board that has been my vision board for 4 or 5 years now. I've used the same board, and it also means that I haven't had my vision board for 2024 in 6 months since I moved from Chicago. So I've felt that loss. I have felt like I missed having it. I missed having it in my place. So I had to get a new board for this year, and I'm trying something a little different. So I actually on Amazon bought these they're 4 corkboard squares that you can then put on the wall, and I'm gonna put them in a square. But I bought these because when I do my vision board, I try and think about it in quadrants and in 4 different categories anyway. So I thought that these squares could kind of represent my different categories. So I try to think about my vision board in terms of my relationships, my lifestyle, my finances, and my mental well-being. So those are kind of the 4 quadrants of my vision board, and that is pretty much how I'm going to build it out today. So I went on Pinterest. I will also link my 2025 Pinterest board that has all of my photos. I'll link that in the description as well, so you can take a peek at it if you want to. But I found all the pictures that I wanted on Pinterest. I went and printed them off at Office Depot. I really hope that I chose enough. Looking at these boards, I'm a little worried that I don't have enough photos to fill the space, but if I don't, then I'll just go print more in a couple days and kind of fill in the space. But we're gonna go with what I have currently. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to cut out all of my pictures, place them all, create my board, and then we will come back together and kind of discuss what's on my board and what it means for me, okay? am all done making my vision board. I definitely need to print off a few more pictures. There's a couple spots that are just a little bare for my liking, but that's okay. I'll take one more trip to Office Depot and kind of fill in some of the holes, but nonetheless, let's take a look at my board. Okay, so we have my lifestyle board. We have my relationships board. We have my finances board, and we have my mental health, emotions, whatever it may be board. I definitely want to get something to kind of fill the space in here. I think I want to get a little bit more to fill in here. But overall, really happy with the way that it came out. I am gonna hang them up in a minute, but first I want to kind of talk about the boards a little bit. Okay, so first up we'll talk about my lifestyle board. Okay, so as you can see, on this board I focus a lot on just kind of what I want my lifestyle and like my activities and things like that to look like in 2024. So big ones for me are obviously health and fitness, my love for reading, lots of hiking stuff on here. I would love to take a trip or two this year that is solely focused on hiking, so I was sure to put that on there. You see a little bit of my vlogging with the passport. Just like all of this will also be included in like what I want to do on YouTube this year, sharing a lot more of this stuff. So I was sure to add just kind of like what I like picture my lifestyle to look like. And then I have this picture down here of like playing Uno with friends, and I don't know, I feel like something I want to kind of focus on this year is slowing down a little bit and being like intentional with how I spend my time and what I spend my time doing. So that's kind of what that photo represents. Let's take a look at my relationships board. So this is both romantic and friendships, but you'll see a lot of like friend gatherings and hangs. I definitely want to take some time this year to kind of focus on more like intimate time spent with my friends, not just going out, not just going to dinner, not just happy hours, drinks, things like that, but more like intimate, close time where I can actually like really cultivate my relationships this year. I think I'm getting to the age where my friendships are really about to start shifting, with people getting into long-term serious relationships, getting married, having kids, like all of that is really starting to come. So a big focus for me this year is to really hone in on focus on those friendships that are super important to me. And then as always, y'all know I always have a section on my board for romantic relationships. It's obviously always a goal of mine. It's something I'm looking for. I'm not seeking it out and searching for it, but I would love for it to come my way and really start to be able to build a life with someone and build a really cool life with someone. So you see here, hiking with someone, being able to take trips, being very romantic. Like I have a mental image of kind of the relationship and lifestyle that I want to have. And some of these photos just kind of represent maybe what that would look like to me. And then we have my finances board. So a lot of this has to do with financial freedom more than anything else. I think that is always my overarching money and finances goal. It's not always just like I need more. I just need to be free. I need to not always be thinking about money. I don't need to be in debt again. I want an additional source of income. I would really love to get monetized this year. I am so close. I can taste it on YouTube. I have really been working my ass off on that for years now at this point. So that's a really big goal for me in 2025, and just hopefully being able to, when the end of 2025 rolls around, I hope that I'm able to breathe a little easier in this department. I feel like this is the one area of my life where I am kind of always in stress mode. I feel like I'm never comfortable in this department, and so this is something that if I can fix that in 2025, I feel like that will be a major win for me. And last but not least, this board definitely, it needs a little love still, but this is my like mental health and just kind of like motivations board. So these are just some quotes and things that kind of stood out to me, and a lot of it has to do with, so like one of them says, nobody is coming to save you, get up. I love that. It's all on me. What if it all works out? I am capable of building the life I envision. I attract incredible opportunities into my life. Love yourself first and everything falls into line. I think all of those quotes kind of embody this journey that I've been on for these last couple years, and also just the journey that I'm going to continue to build on in this life that I'm building. I think that all of those quotes kind of embody that. So I really like this style of vision board. I think I needed about maybe 10 or 15 more photos to kind of fill it in like I normally do. So I'm gonna do that after New Year's is over and I can go print again. I am going to print out a couple more photos and kind of fill them in. But for now, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'm really excited for what this new year is gonna bring. I'm really happy about the note that I'm ending 2024 on. And I'm just really looking forward to the new year. So I am going to get this vision board hung up, and before I go and do that, I just want to say, as always, thank you so much for joining me today. It is always so nice to see y'all on the channel, see y'all in the comment section, be able to continue to build this community. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in 2025. I'm a little nervous to hang these boards up because I have to space them right and they have to be level, and there's 4 of them, but nonetheless,